Easy A is the first movie in about 4 years that really felt like Juno, or at least as fresh and clever as Juno did when it came out. The language and dialogue in Easy A are clever and very funny and had me laughing a lot more than I thought it would. The mother, father, teachers, most people in the cast all talk in a cool way that while it isn't realistic, it's very funny and entertaining enough that I don't really care that people are only this clever in a movie screenplay that's been done by a talented writer. And when I say that people talk in a cool way, I mean they're very just confident, think Juno, that kind of dialogue. And Easy A is close, not quite that, but similar to it in many ways. The movie is also a little too self-aware that it is a movie in places. But again, I didn't care because it was even funnier when it did so and kind of referenced the fact that something's like a movie to them. There are lots of good actors in small roles in this film. Malcolm McDowell is the funniest I've probably ever seen him in a movie. But, all the adults and most of the teens who I wasn't familiar with before are pretty good. The movie itself desperately feels like it wanted to be more than just PG-13. I think large portions of the story seem to be watered down. The language and maybe even some of the sexual scenes or something like that, what they show. Not that there's really any sex in it, but the movie's kind of a comedy about sex in a lot of ways. I'm not sure if I'm sold 100% on the ending of the film, where a number of good characters get well rewarded, and how a lot of people who weren't so bad got some pretty heavy punishments. I'm also not so sure what the resolution was between the lead and her best friend, which probably felt like it should have been a bigger deal in the movie. But you saw a lot of other story arcs and stuff came to a fairly logical conclusion. Now, the lead of this movie is Emma Stone. Now, she's been in a handful of movies that I've liked, like Superbad and Zombieland, but she herself never stood out to me as being anywhere near this charismatic or likable before. Now, other people thought she was, I just didn't. Ebert says she's clearly become a star from this role alone, and he's probably right. She is that good in this. I'm going to give the movie 4 stars out of 5, maybe even 4.5. In a summer of just a few good comedies, this is one of the funniest.